In this video, you will learn how to name ionic compounds and write formulas of ionic compounds. This video goes along with worksheet 3 from Unit 6, naming ionic compounds. So make sure to complete that as you watch this video. So an ionic compound is made up of a cation and an anion. Remember, cations are positively charged and anions are negatively charged, and positive charge and a negative charge will attract each other, so that's what makes this ionic compound. Cations are always written first. So in this first example, and I'm on number 1, the example on Unit 6, worksheet 3, this is our cation. It's written first and it is called sodium. So when we write, and then our anion is oxygen. When we write the name of this compound, you just write the cation the way that it is written on the periodic table. So sodium is sodium. And then you write the anion, but you change the ending to "ide." So instead of oxygen, it's oxide. Instead of fluorine, it's fluoride. Instead of sulfur, it's sulfide. And on the next slide, I have a list of these for you. And I know this isn't an exhaustive list, but you can kind of see the pattern and get it. Like fluorine is fluoride, bromine is bromide, even though I did not write those up on this. So this compound, Na2O, is called sodium oxide. You can pause the video and complete numbers 1 and number 3. Both number 1 and number 3 are the same method. So now I'm going to go to number 2 and number 4. This is if we're given the name of a compound, how can we figure out the formula? So we're going now from name to formula. So ionic compounds must be neutral, which means the total charge always needs to be 0. So what you do is you write your cation and your anion, and on your periodic table you should have the charges of each ion. So aluminum, if you look at the top of the column that aluminum's in, it should say +3 because aluminum has a positive 3 charge. And fluorine, if you look at the top of that column, it is a -1. I want you to notice it'll say fluoride because this is an ionic compound, but on your periodic table, it'll say fluorine. And your periodic table should look like this, and this indicates that all of these are +1, and actually I'm going to say all of these because hydrogen is a non-metal, so oftentimes hydrogen is an anion, so it wouldn't be +1. But these are +1, these are +2, these are +3, and so on. So we have our aluminum cation with a 3+ charge and our fluorine anion with a -1 charge. So we have a total +3 charge and a total -1. This is not neutral. We have way more positive charges. We have 2 more positive charges than negative charges. So I'm going to add another negative charge. And when I add another negative charge, I have to add the entire fluorine ion. I can't just add any charge of my choosing. I'm adding another F, another fluorine, because that's what's bonding with aluminum. So now I would have a -2 charge. So again, I'm still not balanced, so I would need 1 more fluorine, and that would give me a -3 charge, and a +3 and a -3 equals 0, so this is neutral, so that's great. And now we write our chemical formula, and so because I have 1 aluminum, I just write Al, and because I have 3 fluorines, I write F3. So that's my chemical formula. So go ahead and complete numbers 2 and number 4 on the worksheet. Number 5 is an extension, and number 6 as well. So read the instructions and attempt it, and I look forward to seeing your thoughts. Please let me know if you have any questions.